man, D-Lou finna go to jail, y'all. Hey, what about the big ugly, baby? No! Hey, man. Uh-oh. Lord.
Good afternoon. I'm Sheba Turk filling in for Tan Trung, and we are following breaking news. There is an arrest warrant out for Cleveland Browns wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. The NOPD is confirming that the former LSU star is wanted for simple battery. The charge stems from an incident in the Tiger locker room after the national championship football game in the Superdome on Monday night. So take a look at this video. It was posted on Twitter, and it shows Beckham confronting and allegedly spanking a police officer. The officer was reportedly threatening to arrest those LSU players who were smoking cigars. A spokesman for the Superdome says that they are aware of the security guard video and arrest warrant, but says at this point that they will not be making a comment. The Cleveland Browns have issued a statement. It's on your screen, and according to the NFL's Ian Rappaport, it says, "We are aware of the incident and have been in touch with Odell and his representatives on the matter. They are cooperating with the proper authorities to appropriately address the situation," end quote. We will continue to follow that story.
An arrest warrant for simple battery has been issued for Browns wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. That, according to New Orleans police. Beckham can be seen on this video in the LSU locker room slapping a Superdome security officer on the backside. Right there, you see it. And that was the officer who filed the complaint. Let's bring in our ESPN legal analyst now, Ryan Smith, on the phone. Ryan, slap on the backside, annoying, sure, but to the layman doesn't seem like a crime. So what is the bar for simple battery?
Yeah, David, in this case, it really is, in a nutshell, the intentional use of force or violence on someone else. So you may look at this and you look at the video and you see a slap on the butt. You may look at that and say, oh, it's playful hijinks. But by the color of the law, he's essentially doing something intentional. It's the use of force on someone else. So in that way, you may look at this and say it meets the elements of the crime. It's a misdemeanor, as I see it, but at the same time, or at least it seems like that's what they're charging at the moment. But as playful as it may look, that essentially is what it is. You use that intentional force on someone else, then you could be looking at a conviction on simple misdemeanor battery.
Okay, doesn't sound too serious. What does it all mean for Odell from a legal standpoint?
Well, you look at this is a criminal charge. So that's number one. Number two, in terms of penalties, if he's convicted, worst of all situations, you're looking at the possibility of jail time. Under Louisiana law, it's up to about 6 months, and a fine, which usually is in the neighborhood of $1,000 or so. But that's an extreme case. I think if you look at a case like this, if they talk to him, investigate it, if he's contrite, if this was sort of a first-time offense, he could end up with a lot less. It could be dismissed. It could be probation. But the maximums aside, typically in a situation like this, it might end up being a lot less, and he might not see a serious criminal penalty.
A bizarre aftermath to the national championship. We've been talking about OBJ handing out what appeared to be money bills to LSU players on the field after the game, and now an arrest warrant out for Beckham for simple battery. Our legal analyst, Ryan Smith, giving us some insight into that situation.
Beckham was seen on this video here in the Tigers locker room slapping the backside of a security officer who then later filed a complaint. Simple battery carries a penalty of no more than $1,000 and possibly 6 months in jail. That's an extreme case, especially in this particular case. This arrest warrant comes after Beckham was seen passing out what appeared to be money to LSU players on the field after the game. LSU and the NCAA are looking into the incident. Browns are now aware of this. This is the statement in which they issued earlier, just moments ago. We are aware of the incident and have been in touch with Odell and his representatives on the matter. They are cooperating with the proper authorities to appropriately address the situation.